Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is probably one of the most requested videos, and it is a foundation tutorial. How I do my foundation, how I get my skin so pale and stuff like that. So, if you want to know how I do that, keep on watching. And yeah, just to point out, wearing white foundation is not a mandatory thing to be in the goth subculture. It's a choice. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years and I do it because, I like it. But you don't have to do it. So that's, it's not a mandatory thing, but this is how I do it. And I'll show you some tips and guides about how to do it. And yeah. Okay, so what I use for primer is the Urban Decay All Night Setting Primer. First, I use the Mehron white foundation, and I just make little blobs around my face. I know a lot of people use way too much of this stuff, and they think they need to blend it in all around like that, but really, a little goes a long way, so I just tap a little bit all through my skin, and yep. Then I also use the Sunset Liquid foundation, because I like mixing a cream and a liquid together. It just helps me make a better, flawless skin, and I just make a few pumps. This is a new bottle, so it takes a couple pumps. And I just make little dots around my face and the chest. Always do your neck, chest, and ears when you're doing a foundation louder than your skin tone. It just makes it look better and makes it look not weird. Then I'm going to use a beauty blender and start blending. I like to start from near my eye corner ducts, I guess you can call it, and then go out to the forehead, the bald spots, the ears, and just keep on going. And with this, it kind of creates kind of like an even effect after, you get it all buffed out and blended and stuff. But yeah. Then with the neck, I usually just swipe it down and stuff. You could also use a grease paint for the neck down if you want to, but grease paint isn't exactly the same thing as a foundation. So yeah, I just use the foundation. So yeah, but if you want to save money, a grease paint can work just fine. This is the part before I put powder on. I put on eyeshadow primer and I do my contouring because this kind of helps sets everything. If you put primer on before you put your powder on, kind of helps with the set, the eyeshadow primer. And then I use by Sunset Makeup, the gray eyeshadow contour palette, and I do the contouring before I put on the powder. Now I do it before I put on the powder because I don't like my contouring to be as powerfully strong and bold as a lot of other people do. So I kind of like it a little subtle. And so while I do this, I do it before I put on the powder. Just carve out the lines where I want the contour to be. And then with a different brush, I buff it out. Top line and buff it up towards your eyes. And then, about the same. Because that kind of helps, gives definition to the cheekbones, I guess. And then I use white Ben Nye powder. This is a really good powder. I've used this for years. It's a really big thing. It lasts for ages, and I just keep buying more, putting it in the bin. It's really good. I start at the same spots, get all covered, and you can see it kind of covers a little bit of the contouring, but not too much. Still gives a subtle look, and that's kind of the way I like it, And yeah. And then this is basically the final result. It's just pale, white, and I like it. And this is the final result. Yeah. I mean, I like doing it this way. It's not so, cakey and stuff, it's not so streaky. I like doing my foundation kind of very smoothly, like And yeah, a few steps do definitely go into it. So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Follow me on my other channels, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Bye.